Hey Flosstube, it's Barbara, the Raspberry Stitcher. I'm here. It is Sunday, the 23rd of May, and it is episode number 10. How is everyone today? I'm going to let you know I have been gardening for the past 5 days, so if I'm a little red, don't look too bad. I get red really easily from some medicine I take, so I've been outside a lot and I'm a little exhausted, to be honest. I'm filming in the evening, which I normally film in the morning, so I'm sorry if it looks a little darker in here. Hopefully not. We can see everything well. I went to my mom's yesterday and I did a bunch of gardening for her from like 8 in the morning until almost 1. Then we went shopping, bought some more plants, came back. I planted those plants, then went home, and then I went and got mulch for myself and put more mulch on my stuff. And I have been planting and gardening since Wednesday. So I'm almost done. I still have a couple more things I need to do. I have a little bit more mulch that I need to lay, and then I have to clean the porch off because a bird this spring decided it would just basically use the whole porch as a nest, I guess, and it pooped everywhere. It's just disgusting. So I have to clean it all up. So I still need to do all of that so I can enjoy my porch and all of my flowers. So hopefully if you want to see it, I'm going to try to maybe do a little video of just my front yard. That's where I garden, is all my front yard. My backyard is like barren. It's awful. But we haven't gotten there yet, but I do a lot in the front. So now that I've talked about that and not stitching, because this is about stitching, let's get started with what I've been stitching. I will say the last 2 days I haven't stitched, but the rest of the time I have, so I have definitely some to show you. One thing that I'm very excited that I'm getting close to a finish on is the Stacy Nash house on Pinkeep Hill, or Pumpkin Hill, sorry, Pinkeep. House on Pumpkin Hill, Pinkeep. And I'm doing it on 36 count gunmetal by Weeks Dye Works. And I am getting so close to a finish. I'm working on this pumpkin here. Last time I think I had the house done and I was moving upward. So I've done these leaves and this pumpkin and starting on that one. I think all I have left to do is put in the basket. There's a basket over here. And then on top of these leaves, there's another bird here. So I am super duper close. I'm hoping this week I can finish that and start to get it FFO'd. It's adorable. Love it. And I am using all the called for, except for I am using roasted marshmallow. Mine, as you can see, has really nice variegation, which I think shows up really well in the pumpkins. You can kind of see that, and I really like that. So otherwise, it is the same. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be working on after that. As you all know, I'm working towards getting some finishes. So I'm trying to do every 2 finishes, I get a new start. So my focus is to getting some of those done and getting progress on my sals and my larger whips that I know I won't finish maybe this year. A couple of them I think I can. I'm really hoping to finish Ann Morrison with everyone. I'm a little behind, and maybe get Jessie Watson done this year. I will not get it done by the 4th in July when it was started, but I'm hoping to get it done this year. That would be a goal. And I did make some progress on it. I went back and did some things, so I can't wait to show you that. I do not have any finishes. I do not have any FFOs, but I am going to talk about some things I bought for my almost FFO'd last time. So this is Blackbird Waiting for the Harvest, and this is on 32 count Cappuccino by Weeks Dye Works, old, the older linen, not this Weigart linen. And I did 1/2 in Espresso Bean by Gentle Arts. And this is the one that I did the snafu on, and I think it still is coming out good. I have not stuffed it yet. I have this pretty backing on it. I was, as you all know, trying to find some trim for it. So I'm going to show you the things I bought, and I don't think any of them are going to go on here, but now I have a bunch of trim. So let's look at that. So I got on Dames of the Needle, and I bought some different colors here of trims. So those are all pretty, but definitely not probably going to work with this. I mean, I could maybe use an orangey brown rust color. I don't know that any of those fit that at this point. But then I also picked up a couple of charts from her, so I'll show you those right now. I did not take this one out. This is kind of a quick, I'm not as organized as I usually am, so if I'm a little flustered, I'm sorry. But I did pick this up by Heartstring Samplery. I just love it. It's called Next Door. It says, I wish you lived next door. And I feel like that with a bunch of people I've met this year. I wish you all lived next door so we could all chat and see each other. I've joined some different Zooms, met so many people across the country and across the world. I just wish you guys lived next door. So I think this will come in really handy. And I'm excited to stitch that. I also picked up, and I know you can't believe, I picked up another blackbird that I didn't have. So Summer's Last Rose. I really like this down here. I really like this is, I believe, the actual original sampler. I like that better than I do the front and the brighter colors. So I think I would try to do that a little more like these colors and change it, but I really like it. So I picked that up, and it was really funny is right after I had ordered those, and I think I had just gotten them, she posted a pair of scissors that I kind of been looking for. So these little rabbit scissors, they're so cute. So then she sent them to me. She laughed at me because she knew she had just sent me something. She thought it was funny. So I'm like, oh, I have to have those. And I got right on them right away. So those are adorable. So none of those trims matched. So of course I also bought from Lady Dot because I love her stuff. And I bought a ton from her. Sorry about the noise. So literally I'll show you the bag. I have a huge bag full of different trims. The color that I really like, I just am not, it comes in other things, but it's called Bear. And it is a really dark brown, which is what I'm looking for, but it is a ribbon, which I'm not super excited about putting ribbon on this, but I do like the color. Showing a little bit lighter than it is. It is definitely not as dark as this. But I was really thinking I would probably put a small rickrack on it in a dark brown. So I might have to dye it myself. I did get Licorice, which is just more of a gray black. What else did I try? I got a bunch of different pom-poms. I got some orange colored pom-poms. That didn't seem to work. Let's see here. I got some different shades of Rick Rack, just not dark enough. So I'm gonna try to, and this is Bear in the Rick Rack. So that's Bear in the Rick Rack. And this is Bear in the ribbon. Way different colors. So I did get Rick Rack and Bear, if you wanted to know. So I think I'm going to need to probably just get some rickrack and dye it and see how that goes. I don't really know. Again, sorry about all the crinkling. I'm going to throw this all back in here so I don't lose it all. But now I have tons of different finishing items, and I love all her stuff. I love all her colors. They're gorgeous. So I got a bunch of that. All right. So that's that. That's why I ordered those. I might as well just keep going with a few things that I acquired. How's that sound? I just about fell over and died when I saw Fiberlicious. There are a couple of new floss packs they had out. So I ran over and ordered them instantly because, as you can tell, it's the purple. And I really think this is showing a lot lighter than they really, really are on screen here. So a little bit deeper than that, and they are on the package, sorry. Let's see, I also got, sorry again, my next Heartstring Samplery from the Sunday Stitches. and Oh, the Deep, Deep Love of Jesus. I really like that one. This one really reminds me of my grandmother. I can see her in this a lot. My grandparents were extremely religious. And I know that sounds weird. So when I was growing up, I don't know if I've said this before, they went to church twice a week. So they went like on Wednesdays and Sundays, and they were very vocal church, and it was a lot of fun. But I remember just having to always wear certain things. So my mom sent me one time with a sundress, and the sundress wasn't good enough because, you know, you could see your shoulders. So we had to buy a shirt to go underneath it. Like, that was not proper. My grandmother always wore skirts. She did wear some culottes sometimes, but never shorts, never pants. She does now, which is funny. But when I was younger, it was very extreme. She had no television in her house. That was not allowed. You know, other secular music not allowed. So, you know, it was very different. And her house is very quiet, which is very good, I think, as a child in certain ways. I stayed with her a lot. My cousin lived with her, and we were only 6 months apart, so we did a lot of things together. But yeah, they were very religious, and that was brought on because of an incident in their life. But that's how I got probably some of my faith from, and then later different faith, but I mean, same faith, but different type of church. But anyway, that one just really reminds me of my grandma, and she's still having fun and running around and is a wonderful lady. So I'm very blessed to still have her. Okay, let's go to, I did some shopping the other day at my local L&S, which is actually a fabric store. It has knitting, it has wool stuff. So it's kind of an all-purpose kind of fiber arts crafting place. So they had some things on clearance. So I picked up Summer House Stitchworks Forever in Stitches because I thought that was just adorable. And I love the needlework of mine, forever a stitch in time. I think that's beautiful saying. I also picked up a Stacey Nash. I guess I was feeling in the mood for more Halloween type stuff. So let's see. A Haunted Stitches needlebook. I'm not sure if I'll make a needlebook or not. Maybe I should try. I have made something similar to this. Maybe I'll get it out and show you. I did a little small class one time, and it was more embroidery, not a cross stitch, but it was a similar type of shape. It was in an oval. So I picked up Brenda Gervais I Collect, the little pin cushion, which I think is adorable. That was on clearance. And also by her Spring Serenade, which I might change the color a little bit. The yellow's okay. That yellow is probably not the right thing for me. So I might change that. And I also picked up, not that I didn't buy enough Lady Dog Creates, right? But I picked up another one that I didn't buy. And this is Buster Brown lace, which I think was really, really cute. So, and that was not on clearance, but the other charts were on clearance. So that was a good deal. I also picked up a quilt book because I want to learn to do some quilts. And actually the one I'm thinking about doing is this one. And I did buy some fabric. I did not have that out because it is a bunch, but if I do it, I'll show you. I picked up these fabrics because they were just too cute. Some scissors. Who doesn't love scissors? Some button fabric. This one, which is hard to see, but it has little X's and circles. I thought that was adorable. And then, of course, like strawberries and flowers. Love it. So I thought those were really cute that I could do something with. Next, I got my my bag of the month. So I want to show you what I got. And I'm sure some of you have already seen it because I know a couple other people get these. But so this is from So Much to Love. I got some stash tea in Sweet Honeydew, which that sounds really good. And some beautiful threads. This is definitely the colors. And this bag, I'm telling you, it's probably my favorite so far. And then we got this little tin. And I think some people got other colors. This is like a green, like a mint green, and I love green, with scissors, and I love those. They have the X's on them for like cross stitch. Sound good. And then here is the beautiful bag. Could you just die? Look at those birds, the flowers. So retro. I love it. I love the tone. I love the inside, the peachy coral. It's beautiful. I mean, it's perfect. Everything about it. I love the hexy look to it. It's wonderful. And then we also got some little like candy balls. I don't know what she called those. I don't think I had them as a kid. Oh, sour candy balls. And I love sour candy. I loved a lot of the sour candy when I was a kid, and especially anything a lemon sour. Love, love, love. I was a kid who loved lemon cake for their birthday. So if you came to my birthday parties, you had to deal with lemon cake. Most kids hated it. My favorite. And my mom would learn how to make different types of lemon cake. Not necessarily every year, but a lot of different years, because she didn't want to make just a regular lemon cake every year. And that's all I wanted. All right, the last thing, which I showed you guys on my Instagram. So I ordered some cute stork scissors from Nicola. And I want to make sure the way she states her Etsy shop is number and then the 12 Stitch Co. at Etsy.com. But her Flosstube is handmade number 12. And I ordered those, just the scissors. Like literally all I ordered was the scissors. And what did she do? Sent me a sweet, sweet note on this cute paper. It was so nice of her. She sent me this floss ring and tags and said her husband cuts them out. And I think they're awesome. These are a little fluorescent-y. They're kind of cute. Then she also sent me this one, which is adorable. And actually, I adore this one to death. There's something about that girl's face that reminds me of my childhood. I love it. And then she sent me this one. Oh, let me move it. This little tassel. You see it? Isn't she adorable? Oh, tassel and a little, she's just got all the cute stuff on there. So this one is going to be a giveaway. I'm going to keep the other two because I love them, but she said I could keep them, I could give them away, whatever I wanted to do. It was my first stitchy kindness. So thank you so much, Nicole. That was just the sweetest thing to open. I had a really rough day the day before, just a personal thing. And to get this cute gift was just really, really nice. It really made my day. So thank you, thank you. So I would like you to put in the comments the word handmade, because that's who gave me this. So I think using her, part of her company name would be great. So all one word, all together, HANDMADE, all together. Okay, handmade. And then I'll ship this anywhere. So even if you're, anywhere, because she's from Australia, so I will ship anywhere for this because she was kind enough to send it to me. I will send it on to someone else. So there you go. So if you want to enter to win that, please be 18 so I can get your address. Please make sure you don't use the word giveaway. I really would like you to be a subscriber and like the video and use the word handmade, okay? And that will be on for 2 weeks. When I come back, I will do the drawing right before I do the video. All right. Okay, let's move on. Let's look at, here's my calendar. I've not filled in these last few days because guess what? I have been gardening. I did stitch these couple of days. I did not stitch yesterday or today over here. So that's all right. I'll catch up. I have vacation in a couple of weeks, not next week, but the week after. So I'm sure I'll be doing a lot of stitching. And I'm excited just to be off a week and relax, not going anywhere, not doing anything. I have so many hours that I have to use within the year. And I pretty much from May-ish on, I wanted to take one in May, but it didn't work out that way. So I did take one sometime earlier for my daughter's meet. But usually I take one in, our vacation starts February through February. So anyway, I'm excited to have a week off. It's going to be good. So let's start with where I kind of started. Let's look at Stacey Nash's Maria Higginson 1837 sampler. This was an exclusive, so it is not out to be bought yet. I am assuming Stacey will eventually release this pattern. This is part 2. They were released to us in parts. I'm not sure how she will do it, if she will have it in all one thing, but we have separate parts. I have finished part 1. I'm still in part 2, and I'm still working on this tree right here. It's just, I need to not do this on Zoom or something else and not watch TV. Like, I just have to concentrate on it because it is a lot of counting. And yes, I could fudge it and make it work, but I really want to get it right. So I will show you an overview of the whole thing first. So here is all of it that I have done. So part 1 is the phrase at the top and the top border and coming down the sides and the butterflies. And then part 2 is this side band and I believe going down. So let's show you that a little closer. And I'm just working on all of these branches. So like I said, it's a lot of counting and making sure I'm on the right row, the right branch, blah, blah, blah. But it's beautiful. There's a couple of people that have this done. So if you check out the hashtag Maria Higginson 1837, you'll see some finished projects that people have done. And one of the ladies, and I feel so bad I did not write her name down, but we've chatted back and forth a couple times on Instagram. And she did embroidery up at the corners up here. So originally the piece has embroidery. And let me see if I can get one of those for you. It's in my bag here. So you can kind of see on this one, there's a little bit of an embroidery here in the corners. And she went ahead and replicated the embroidery. And there's also, I believe, embroidery down in the bottom corners. Right, yes, right here. So this is the embroidery down at the bottom corner. So she actually replicated that on hers, and it's absolutely magnificent. So I'm pretty sure she has hashtagged it on Instagram, Maria Higginson, either that or Maria Higginson 1837. So, and she's probably hashtagged it for Stacey Nash too. So check it out. It's gorgeous. And the house is magnificent with that blue roof. I'm excited to get to the house, but I'm making myself do almost everything else. The way the parts came out, the house is the last thing you got. So I'm kind of doing that. The blue that they use is deep sea. So it's going to be really pretty. Really pretty, pretty, pretty. So, and this is on straw, 36 count. It was a whole kit that you got and bought. It's all Weeks Dye Works threads. Really beautiful colors. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So she's definitely spurred me on to want to work on this a little bit more and more like time-wise, doing it at a point where I can get more done with the time I'm spending, because I can't the other way. So I did work on Winter Rose Manor. Actually, I pretty much touched everything. Some things a little more than others. So, I mean, everybody and their brother, I feel like, has stitched this. But I have basically come across here, come down, and I got all the way across here. I don't have all the berries filled in, but I did get the vine in, and I started on some of the berries, as you can see. So now, and usually I don't do the border all the way first, but this one's pretty easy to count. So this is on 40 count, and I'm going to forget. It's by X Jude. I've said it in my other videos. I'm so sorry. But I am using the Vicki Clayton Silks conversion. So really beautiful colors. I will say that the color for the outline in the triangle border, which is Palomino, is not as dark as Palomino would be if you got Palomino. So I substituted, and I ended up using Havana in the, you can see how much darker that is, just to kind of give it more depth. So it looked more like the chart. But I'm not sure how much more I'm going to have to sub with that. I'm just going to have to wait and see and play it by ear. I may even, I've gotten other silks by her, or maybe even switch out some other silks depending on the area and just, make it work. Next one, Newcastle Bouquet. I did stitch on this a little bit. I have gotten pretty much, I think I've gone to the middle here down. I'm working on the border down here. I put in some of the green leaves while I was doing laundry because our washer went out. So I had to go to my sister-in-law's and do laundry one night. And so I just sat there. I'm pretty sure it was Friday night because I was watching Magnum PI, which I love the new Magnum PI. I love nostalgia, stuff like that. It's something that you can watch and not have to keep your eye on, and you can still stitch with. So here is the bottom. So I put in a lot of these greens. I just picked up the green and just tried to do all of them at the same time. So, and this is on, I think 40 count. Yeah, 40 count straw. I'm doing it all called for threads, called for fabric, everything. Love this piece. The border is magnificent. Teresa is a genius with these colors. There are 6 overdyes in this. Some of them you need 2 skeins. And then she has 4 DMCs, and that is it. That is what she has in that. So 9 colors for that whole chart. And it looks way more than 9 colors in there. Magnificent. This is my must-have from the last market that we had, which was 2019, I guess. Is that right? Anyway, that was great. And now we'll move on to Jane. So Jane Fittis from Hands Across the Sea, 1835. I started this with the stitch along. The stitch along is almost done. They're finishing up, and I have this motif done here. I'm almost done at the top, and I'll show you. I came back and did the double running stitch on these letters here. I think I had the W done, and I had to do these 3. I still have not done this motif because I want to do the satin stitches and everything all at once and just finish that up together. So, and I'm doing this on a 46 count. It's called Raffia Cream by Sassy Fabbies. They no longer make fabric anymore. It has a peachy tone to it, so it works really well with this Wall d'Alger, which I'm doing all the call for. So here's, that went backwards. So here's where I am, and the border on this side here is all the way down to the bottom. So that is the bottom. So let me go ahead and show you my double running stitch that I've finished up. So there you go. You can see that. So I did this, and doing these light ones on the double running stitches is a little hard, but these turned out really, really nice. So I finished those up. So now I have all that done except for what I call the heart motif. It's a flower type motif. I'll come back up at the end and do that probably when I do the turkey work at the bottom. I am going to try the turkey work. I just want to at least try it and see how I like it. And if you're not sure what that is this grass down here. It's kind of like a looping method, and then you cut it kind of like, so it's standing away from the fabric, kind of like grass would stand up if you looked at it, you know, the opposite way. So yeah. So yeah, I still have a lot to do. I still have to finish all of this and come over and do this and all of that down there. Bring my other border down. I still have a lot to do. So that's why I said there's no way that's going to get done. It's not going to get done by July. I started it for my birthday last year. That was my birthday start. So it was definitely ambitious for me. There's a lot of different stitches in there. Double running back stitch, eyelets, let's see, four-sided stitch, stem stitch, which I haven't done. It doesn't seem that hard. I just have never done it. The plait stitch, which doesn't seem too hard. I think I've done something similar to that before. I just don't think it was called that. And obviously the turkey work, I've never done turkey work. It has satin stitches too, which I've done. So there are multiple types of stitches in there, which I do enjoy doing different stitches, not just cross stitches. All right, we're going to move on to the next one, which does have a lot of other stitches in it too, which is my New Year start this year, the Holland Sampler by Jeanette Douglas. So last time I still needed, I don't know if I had finished all of these yet. I can't remember if I'd actually finished them, but I got those finished, and then I started on this alphabet, and I actually got almost this whole row done. So I'm going to show you that. I'm loving how this looks. This is on 32 count light mocha by Zweigert, which is the called for, and I bought the pack of flosses that come with it. So Jeanette does a lot of packs for her flosses, or, for her charts, because she uses multiple brands of flosses. So it's more economical for you to buy the pack, even though they're a bit expensive, sometimes $40 to $60 a pack. But you get everything you need. Instead of buying full skeins, you would spend way more than that. And these are all silks, so that's the other reason too. So here is the whole piece. I am loving it. And then here are, I guess I need to kind of open that up a little. It's hard to get the whole thing, isn't it? So here are the letters. Those are done in an over-dyed to give that effect. And then this is just one color. And you can see I finished these two. I don't remember if I finished those or not. But these are all based off of darning samplers, which is really neat. So I'm excited to go on and finish the rest of that alphabet. And then come down here, and I'll probably do like this section and this section. And I'm doing the border down as I go. So, and then, you know, I'll keep the border down. I'll do a section, move over, bring the border down, just to kind of make sure I'm all in line, especially with this one, because the different type of stitches start on different rows. So sometimes they don't actually start on the bottom of where an X would be. They might be in the middle of that. So like if it was 2 over 2, they might not be at the bottom of that 2 over 2, they might be up 1. So you really need to make sure, and I'm using the border as a basis to make sure I'm on the right row. So really just double checking everything as I go. Otherwise it will not work. So yeah, I'm hoping to get these letters done and then start working my way either this way or back that way. Not really sure which one I'll do, but I'm excited for that. All right. Next, I'm going to talk about Anne. I am definitely behind on Anne, and this is along for that. So Anne Morrison, 1830, and I really kind of got stuck on this little band here. It is just solid stitching. I don't know why. I needed to do that and this row, and then I believe that was May, I know, are the eyelets. So March was all of that, and I haven't done either yet, so you'll see. But I should be able to, those shouldn't be so bad. Those should go pretty quick. So here she is. I am doing this on a 46 count Goblin King by Dixie Sampler. She sells on Facebook under Dixie Samplers. And I did not do the little bums yet at the top. I wasn't really satisfied with that color, so I'm waiting. I might just fill that in later. Someone did it with a lighter peach. I might do that. I don't know. So that's all I got done. I did bring down the borders a little. You know, I did do that also. So I finished the red and green and brought the borders down. That's about it on that one. I spent, I think, one day on that one. All right, let's go to pretty much the last one, Though He's Seen Us Sleeping by Lucy Beam. So many people have done this one. There's a Facebook page for this one to see all the different colors. She gives you color choices in all three of the overdyes and DMC. So you can mix and match, you can change. I have changed some of mine up. I have done multiple, I even got the little floss ring. She did a floss ring for this. It's so cute. I think she's done a couple of other ones too. This is of the berry bowl at the bottom. I said in my other ones, I'm not a big orange person, so a lot of them I changed to more of the mauves and pinks. So some of them are called for, some are not. I am doing this on brown paper by X Jude, and it is a 40 count. And this is where I'm at. I brought the border down over here. And I finished this row here. I did all of this out. I finished all the alphabet, and I did this row down here, which is just one color. And that is, it's ruby something ruby, and it is a one of a kind that I got, limited edition, there we go, by Soooo Box. I bought some exclusive colorways from them. They do exclusive colorways with Gentle Arts for a while. I don't know if they still do, but this was Queen's Ruby, and it is a really pretty color. It's kind of a primitive, not bright, reddish, pinkish, mauvish color. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I really like it. Reminds me a little bit of, I said rusted something, I'm not sure. Can't even think of it now. But that's right on that. So I feel really good about that. So Jessie Watson, I'm going to show a little bit, especially since I made a goof. I talked about it last time, so I wanted you guys to know I did fix my goof. I haven't gotten much farther than that. I will probably be working on her a lot this week since I need to get caught up. But I did fix my zigzag goof. I went down 3 now and up 3 instead of down 2 and up 2. So I took it all out, and I brought my border down a little, just out those borders. So, but yeah, I still have a lot to do on her. Let me show you. So I am running a SAL for Jessie Watson. Sorry, this is a just a download chart that I printed off. So Jessie Watson, 1816. I am doing it under Jessie Watson Autism Sal hashtag for Instagram. And I have broken it up. I still have another row of alphabet, and I need to put in my borders, so that shouldn't be too hard. But each month I've broken it up. So May was the second month. I started in April because that is Autism Awareness Month and my son's birthday. So I just need to finish this row here and just put in some of this border. And then April, May, yep. And then June, we're going to move on to all of these numbers. The two, there's numbers and then another alphabet row. Yep. And the borders wise, if you want to add this border or not, that's up to you. You know, I just kind of put some lines in quickly. So join anytime if you want to join. If you like this chart, it's a beautiful, beautiful chart. It's a little gem by Hands Across the Sea, so it's not very big. Mine is on 46 count Baby Sheep by X Jude. So it really is pretty tiny. I mean, this is my hand. So you can see it's not very wide. Even on a 36 or 32, this is not a very big piece. I believe, let me double check. Let me pull these out. I don't even think the stitch count is that big. I'm looking to see where the stitch count was on here. It's 133 by 199. So like on 32 count, it's only like 8.5 by 12 or 13. So not very big. I'm doing mine on 46. Mine's going to be like 6 by 8.5. So pretty tiny. So I like that idea of having some small samplers, which is going to be kind of a bit of a goal next year. So we'll talk about that eventually. I'm already making some plans for next year. I know. Crazy. I know I've talked to you guys about that. And I am using the silk conversion by Vicki Clayton, hand dyed by Vicki Clayton. She has a Facebook group. She has a website. So they're beautiful, luscious colors. Very springy, light, just fun. I really enjoy them. Okay, so those are my whips. I'm really trying to get through this pretty quick. I don't know if I am though. It's 42 minutes right now, not very quick. Anyway, I have the rest of the month planned out. So I'm going to try to do a little stitching tonight, actually, which is Marie Higginson. So I'm going to give her some love. Sorry about that. I had a pop-up on my computer and I had to get rid of it and it stopped the whole video. Fantastic. So we're back. I'm going to just finish this out. Like I was saying, I have this week's dedicated and I'm going to try to work on Maria Higginson tonight. I might even do a little stitching on Stacey Nash Pumpkin Hill pin keep because I really want to get this finished and start on a new one, which I'm going to look through my bags and figure out which one I would like to finish next. As you know, I had started with 31 whips. I have finished, I believe, 7 now. So I'm going to look through the ones that I have marked. At the beginning of the year, it seems crazy. I went through and marked with little symbols, wrote down all of my whips and marked with little symbols which ones I need to finish first. Next up to finish. So if I actually finished all of those in the year, then I have next up to finish ones that I wanted monthly progress. So those are the ones I'm bringing in and doing monthly. So this month was the Teresa Kogut, Land That I Love. And then yearly progress are ones that are continuous whips that I'm going to keep doing. So the sales that I'm in for, you know, Jane Fittis and Ann Morrison. Some of them that I have in my rotation now are ones that I've started this year because I was able, my New Year start was a given, like it was a give me. The only other give me's are when I'm doing an exchange. So I did do an exchange and finish that already this year. I have one that'll be coming up that I am planning and it has to be finished for September. I am going on a little getaway with some other stitchers and I'm excited about that. So that's going to be fun. And so we're doing an exchange. So I have to get that planned out. So those are give me's that I'm not having to earn, but everything else I'm having to earn. And in my book, in the back, I have been writing down everything that I've started and whether if I finished it, I put a finish date on it. So the Holland Sampler was my New Year, New Start. I did an Easter exchange and then I did complete that. So I've started Though He Seemed Sleeping and Winter Rose Manor and Jessie Watson. So those are the ones I've started because I've earned those starts. Because I have mini finishes. I do have a start planned for July for my birthday. My birthday is July 6th. So I do have a start planned for that. I think I've talked about it. I have some other fabric coming for it to be 40 count instead of 36. So I'm hoping to get that before July. It probably is in limbo, you know. It's coming from overseas and sometimes it just takes a while, but it'll get here. I also ordered some other fabric with it that I'm excited to get to. So we will see how that goes. And that is my daughter coming home. So I'm going to finish this video up because she probably doesn't want to be in it. Everyone have a great rest of the next few weeks. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Remember the giveaway. Don't say giveaway. Please make sure that you like and subscribe and use the word handmade. And again, thank you, Nicola, for those wonderful treats that you sent me. I am beyond thrilled. That was very, very kind. And as always, just be kind, everyone. Bye.